In this video, we are going to talk about the Lamborghini Revuelto. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Welcome to luxury elegance. The Italian automaker's first ever plug-in hybrid is the 2024 Lamborghini Revuelto. More on the name later. Along with two 148 HP, 258 pound-per-foot motors powering the front wheels, and a 148 HP, 110 pound-per-foot motor built into the brand new 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox installed transversely behind the rear axle. The vehicle's 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 engine generates 820 horsepower and 535 pound-per-foot of torque. There are 1,001 horsepower and 793 pound-per-foot of maximum system output. A 3.8 kWh lithium-ion battery pack is positioned in the tube that runs down the middle of the construction, and the 2024 Lamborghini Revuelto features an entirely new monocoque chassis that is 10% lighter and 25% stronger than the Aventador's. The hybrid system's recharge, hybrid, and performance modes, along with the powertrain and chassis settings for the Sitta, Strata, Sport, and Corsa, are combined by the car's artificial brain to provide no fewer than 13 drive permutations. The tease has ended. The Lamborghini Revuelto, covered in carbon fiber panels that exude otherworldly terror and unrestrained fury, offers more power, performance, and cutting-edge technology than the Aventador. We and the engineers at Sant'Agata Bolognese pondered for a long time whether such a vehicle would be rendered obsolete by the pollution and fuel economy regulations of the 21st century. That query is resoundingly answered by the new Revuelto, while the powerful Lambo continues to exist, and it's all fired up. The Revuelto, like many Lamborghinis, is named after a fighting bull, in this case, a bull that gained notoriety in a bull ring in Barcelona in August 1880. The bull was referred to as rebellious and having an indomitable heart, according to sources at Lamborghini, gaining the appellation that in English means unruly, Spanish for mixed up. The name Revuelto also refers to the vehicle's powertrain, which combines a trio of modern, lightweight, and potent motors with an internal combustion engine design that dates back to Lamborghini's founding 60 years ago. In fact, the Revuelto's new hybrid powertrain enables the supercar to go up to 6.2 miles purely on electric power, and reduces emissions by 30% when compared to the outgoing Aventador Ultime. The majority of pure electric driving is done with the front wheels to maximize range, with the transmission's motors stepping in when necessary. However, the hybrid system is also intended to assist in providing maximum performance. The lightest and most potent V12 engine Lamborghini has ever produced is the heart of the drivetrain. Its 6.5-liter codenamed L545 engine produces 814 horsepower at a throaty 9,250 RPM, and peaks at 535 pound-per-foot at 6,750 RPM, while weighing only 480 pounds, or approximately 37 pounds less than the Aventador's V12. An intake system created to get more air into combustion chambers with a substantially higher compression ratio, 12.6 to 1 compared to the Aventador Ultimate's V12's 11.8 to 1, is one of the many detail enhancements over the original V12. Though a more open exhaust system, the used gases leave the system. The engine had to be rotated 180 degrees from the Aventador's position to accommodate the battery pack, and a small 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox had to be created to fit transversely across the back of the vehicle. The new gearbox is only 22 inches long, 29.5 inches wide, and 22.8 inches high, replacing the obnoxious 7-speed single-clutch mechanism used in the Aventador. With the motor positioned above the gear set, it weighs 425 pounds. It is a noteworthy piece of work and a crucial component of the Revuelto's proposed hybrid drivetrain. The transmission, which was wholly developed in-house at Lamborghini, has two gear shafts, one for even-numbered gears and the other for odd-numbered gears, which reduces overall weight and frees up space. There is no reverse gear. Instead, the two motors at the front wheels do the reverse, with a third motor providing support as necessary. The latter motor serves as a starter motor while also providing an on-demand torque fill during performance driving. It can also serve as a generator, enabling the V12 to refuel the battery. The motor will detach from the gearbox depending on what is being asked of it. The 2024 Lamborghini Revuelto supercar accelerates from 0 to 60 mph in less than 2.5 seconds, and from 124 mph to a stated top speed of more than 217 miles per hour in less than 7 seconds, thanks to the front motors. Due to the electric front axle torque vectoring controlled by the new Lamborghini Dinamica Veicolo 2.0 vehicle dynamic control system, they also assist the large Lamborghini in navigating the twisty roads. LDV 2.0 individually regulates the torque flow to each front wheel of the Revuelto to make the vehicle seem more nimble at low speeds and more stable at high speeds. It works in concert with the rear wheel steering system. The system only applies the front brakes when absolutely necessary because the motors enable such accurate torque control. Speaking of which, the large Lamborghini's mechanical brake package is state of the hypercar art, even though all three of the Revuelto's motors contribute to the vehicle's braking performance through regeneration. The front and rear carbon ceramic brake rotors measure 16.1 inches in diameter and 15.4 inches respectively, and are each 0.4 inches larger than those found on the Aventador Ultimate. Instead of the 6-piston calipers formerly utilized, the front rotors are now gripped by 10-piston calipers with 4-piston units at the rear. For improved performance, better thermal management, and lower noise levels, all are covered with a friction layer. In the new carbon fiber platinum architecture, the engine and gearbox are supported by high-strength aluminum alloys, while the structural elements up front are made of forged composite materials. Although it is only a tenth of an inch longer overall, the Revuelto has a 3.1-inch longer wheelbase than the Aventador and a more evenly distributed weight distribution of 44% front to 56% back. To maximize the torque vectoring potential of the front axle and the rear wheel steering system, the anti-roll bars have been strengthened by 11% at the front and 50% at the back, as well as by 10% in the steering ratio. The new custom Aventador Ultimate tires have a 4% larger footprint than the Bridgestone Potenza Sport tires. In terms of visual impact, the Aventador, like any other modern Lamborghini, is a tough act to follow. But design leader Mitja Borkert and his team did an outstanding job with the new Revuelto. A smart rear-end graphic that ingeniously makes use of the sizable diffuser painted in black to visually emphasize the sharply tapered bodywork gives it a longer, lower, and edgier appearance. From some perspectives, the zigzag side vent makes the rear fenders almost appear divorced from the car, similar to Chris Svenson's spectacular Ford GT. The only things holding them in place are the wide ledges that run under the door and the flying buttresses that extend from the upper surfaces to the top of the greenhouse. According to Lamborghini, the front splitter and roof design, which direct airflow to the high-efficiency rear wing, have increased aerodynamic efficiency by 61%, and downforce by 66% in high-load scenarios compared to the Aventador Ultimate. The semi-active multi-link suspension, the active aero system, and Lamborghini's vertical control system all work together to control vertical inputs like rapid load shifts while driving on a racecourse. To provide adequate stability and downforce, the rear wing moves in real time. Inside, if you can see through the riot of geometric shapes covered in plush leather and suede, you'll notice a larger cabin than the Aventador offered. The Revuelto includes 3 screens, a UX screen located in the structure that lunges down from the top of the dash, a small screen on the passenger side of the cockpit, and a digital instrument panel in front of the driver. The start button is hidden beneath a red cover that the driver must flip up before using it, just like a fighter jet's weapon systems, as is now usual Lamborghini procedure. Sitta mode enables the Revuelto to travel 6.2 miles on pure electric power, which may not seem like much in terms of driving distance. Maximum comfort is provided by the gearbox, traction control, and suspension system, and the motor's maximum power is constrained to 180 HP. The V12 will start up to recharge the lithium-ion battery in 6 minutes if recharge mode is chosen, and there are no available charging stations. The short burst recharge function presumably emits a lot less burned hydrocarbons into the atmosphere than if the large V12 is allowed to idle through town, so it's still more environmentally friendly than a Toyota Prius. The hybrid powertrain's 874 horsepower is available in Strata mode for daily driving and long-distance travel. The V12 is maintained running in Strata to provide a continuous battery recharge that can be accelerated further in recharge mode. Through the corners, the front motors perform their torque vectoring maneuvers and the active aerodynamics function to maximize stability at high speeds. By switching to sport mode, the chassis responsiveness is increased along with the system output, which is increased to 895 horsepower. The 2024 Lamborghini Revuelto promises to be everything a big banger Lamborghini ought to be. Loud, fast, and viscerally exhilarating. A car ready to rip the head off a Porsche 911 at the first provocation. But it's a big banger Lamborghini whose hybrid powertrain endows it with a versatility business founder Ferruccio Lamborghini would never have believed conceivable. That's it for today. We hope you found our video interesting. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our new uploads. In the end, thanks for watching and see you next time.